Standing inside here at the press conference with Raul Marquez, who will be calling the fight for Showtime.
En español, no Latino, no Latino. Latino means you could be from Bolivia, Argentina, Mexico, but you know, I'm doing the Spanish feed for the Showtime pay-per-view. Just got through doing the undercard live stream with Showtime with Brian Custer. It was a good experience. I enjoyed it. We had fun. The undercard is stacked, man. A lot of interesting fights. I think it's going to be a fun card, you know, and of course Mayweather, every time Floyd fights, it's a big show, a big event. Everybody's going to watch. You know, they said this is his last fight, you know. It's history, because if he does keep it that way and never comes back again, hey, you know, you want to watch this fight. You want to see this fight.
It's a tough question to ask you because you're calling it, but do you think that's more of a selling point? Most of us don't believe he's going to stop at 49.
Well,
it's going to be too tempting.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's a selling point. I mean, I think he truly believes. You know, he's done everybody they put in front of him. He's beat. You know, and you know, a lot of people say Andre Berto. I know, you know, this guy's lost some, won some. Maybe he's just giving him a payday. Well, it doesn't matter. You know, everybody, Floyd, people wanted to see him fight. He beat. They put everything. So he has a right to choose who he wants to fight. He's fighting Andre Berto, who I'm sure is going to be competitive. And getting back to your question, could this be his last fight? I truly believe that he thinks this might be it. Do I think that? No, I don't think that. No, of course I don't think that, because, you know, I think Floyd is a business guy. He's a businessman, and there's a lot of money out there for him still to make. There's money. I don't think he's going to leave all that money on the table. There's a lot of fights out there that could still be made that could make him a lot of money. And, you know, there's a big possibility that he will come back. But if he does stay retired, hey, he'll be one of the few, because I retired like 3 or 4 times in my career. So, I mean, and I wasn't making no kind of the money that Mayweather. So, we'll see.
What brought you back? Was it money, or was it the desire to compete?
Both. But, you know, just I mean, I've always taken care of myself. I've taken care of my money. You know, it's not like you always want to make more money. Why wouldn't you want to make more money? But it was, you know, the competitive in me, the competitive spirit. You know, you want to rise to the top and try to become a world champion again. So I came back with small little fights, and got to fight for the eliminator, and got to fight for the world title again. And 2 of my comebacks. That's what it was. It was the hunger to be world champion again, the competitive, and of course the money that comes with it.
You had said there's a lot of fights out there, but if he wins this fight and easily, is the public going to buy anybody for? I mean, they're already talking about that this one is not going to do that well. They're looking at ticket sales, but if it's anyone other than Pacquiao, or he's never going to do it, but Triple G, is the public going to, you know, kind of frown upon any fight?
Well, I mean, I think the Pacquiao fight will be a good fight that I think it'll sell again. I think people will want to watch it. Let's see what Pacquiao maybe he's got to win some fights and look impressive again, you know, and earn it. You got Amir Khan. You know, he's on the other side of the world. He's got a lot of fans over there. It's a business-wise, it's a good fight for Floyd too, to make a lot of more money. So I would want to see a Manny Pacquiao fight again. I would want to see a Amir Khan fight. Triple G. I mean, I don't know about that one. Would I want to see that? Of course I would want to see. You know, you just don't know with Floyd. Hey, I mean, that's a tough fight. I mean, you're talking about him moving up to middleweight division, a solid, strong middleweight. You know, I don't know, but there's anything could happen. You know, anything could happen. When you talk about Floyd, you know, it's business, and if it makes dollars, it makes sense. You know, that's all I can tell you.
He's a very polarizing figure. No matter what he does, good or bad, people are going to love him or hate him anyway.
Exactly.
With the stuff that went down last night, with talking about the IV before the Manny fight, is that going to taint that win or his career in any way, or is it one of those things that kind of is what it is, you like him or you don't? And explain to us that might not know what all went on there, and how it does help or not help a person.
I don't know. You know, when I was fighting, I was not aware, but I know I did fight guys that did illegal stuff. Fernando Vargas did it. Shane Mosley did it. That I fought. You know, it came out later. You know, after they fought. You know, like Shane Mosley fought Oscar De La Hoya, and Fernando Vargas fought De La Hoya, I believe too. That's when they came out. But they were being dirty or whatever. I don't know what it does. I never tried it, but I do know one thing. There's a lot of guys that do it and they don't get caught. So, you know, what does it matter? What does it matter? You know, it only matters if you get caught. That's the way I look at it. Floyd, yeah, they said he was doing it. I don't think that's going to tarnish his victory. What if Pacquiao's doing stuff? What if he's done stuff in the past? It's been known that he's been done stuff in the past. We don't know. A lot of fighters out there, you suspect that they do stuff, but they never get caught, or they haven't gotten caught. That's just my opinion.
Wrapping up with Floyd, and then we'll go to the other fights. I'm sure you're not going to get a prediction because you're calling the fight, but how do you see the fight, and how do you feel it's going to play
I think
out?
it's going to, honestly, man, I think it's going to be an exciting fight because Andre Berto, he's hungry. Every time a fighter's going to fight Floyd Mayweather, they're going to be hungry to win. They want to make that money. They want to beat Floyd.
Last chance for someone to do it, maybe.
And last chance for someone to do it. And hey, what if Berto was to beat him? We don't know. But if he was, Floyd's going to want a rematch. He's got a lot of pride. And I think stylistically wise, Berto's style fits into Floyd to make it an exciting fight. Floyd hasn't knocked out anybody in a long time. And, if you could bait, Berto comes forward. He comes to fight. He's got speed. I think he would match Floyd's speed. And if Floyd could catch him coming in, and we know that Berto's been known to get dropped, get hurt, get knocked out, Floyd would maybe score a knockout in it. I would love to see that. I mean, I think it'll be a change. Instead of winning decision, score a big knockout, say I'm out, maybe come back 10 years later, no, a year later, a year and a half later, I don't know, we'll see.
That guy behind you, ever see him fight? He was terrible.
What guy behind me? Oh, no, I never saw him fight, man.
No one else saw him either.
No, don't listen to him. He wants to be like us.
Okay, there we go.
Jealous.
All right, man.
Let's talk about some of the undercard fights.
Yes.
George Groves, not a big fan of Badu Jack. It appears Badu's not a big talker.
Man.
He seems
Right.
very confident.
But
You
Go
are
ahead.
world champion. How Badu? What's he going to be feeling like going into the fight first time defending? Is it maybe more nerve-wracking defending it for the first time? Because I talked to a lot of you champions.
Yeah.
That's a bigger fight. Is actually defending it for one time. I asked Sean Porter accidentally one
Right.
time. I said he fought once, and he was really upset. No, I defended it. Once. So how important is that for him to defend the title? Where's his nerves going to be after this
Well,
fight?
he's going to defend it here in Las Vegas. Like I asked him, 3 fights before, I was covering you against Derek Edwards. You got knocked out in devastating fashion. It was a big loss, and he's been able to bounce back. Not that many fighters could do that. He won 2 fights, won the world title. Now he is defending the title for the first time. It is nerve-wracking, and everybody knows that trying to become champion is hard, but once you're on top, it's even harder to stay on top because everybody wants you. Everybody wants to fight you. Everybody wants that piece of you. Everybody wants to make that money. Everybody wants that fame. So, it's nerve-wracking for Badu Jack. And, I don't know if you saw over there, but when we were doing the undercard, him and George Groves had some exchange of words. And the way George Groves, he was talking to on our interview saying that Badu Jack, he's in a different class. He called him like a mini champion or something like that. And Badu Jack was listening. I had to get in my boxing position because I thought the way Badu Jack was looking at him, I thought they were going to throw down. I said, let me be ready. I don't want to take a free swing. So I'm excited about that fight. I think it's a very competitive fight. And on the sports books, George Groves is the favorite. Right. He's the favorite to win. So I'm not gonna pick a winner. Badu. I like Badu. He's the world champion. I guess I grew to liking him being on the Mayweather camp, and because I covered him a couple of times on Showbox. So I know him better or whatever. But I'm not. May the best man win.
Wrapping that up, do you think Badu's not appreciated champion, maybe because he's not as charismatic or talks as much? And then also with Groves, he's had a couple cracks at World Championship, so how's the pressure going to be on him for this fight?
Well, Groves, he lost twice to Carl Frost. The first fight was a very competitive fight, and I thought it was very close. And the second fight, it was very competitive to the end when he got knocked out like cold, in devastating fashion. And, he's hungry. He had camp in Big Bear. He was up there for 2 months. That's how serious he is. He's coming from the other side of the world. Hey, he didn't come over here to lose. He's coming here to win the world title. He's hungry. You could tell he's hungry. And for Badu, he might not be a very exciting fighter, but he takes care of business. He's a calm fighter. He fights from long range. He's good with his jab. He's a good body puncher, which you'll need it with Groves because Groves gives you good side-to-side movement, good upper body movement. So he's got, get some good body shots in there. And, and Badu looks for that big right hand. So, like I said, it's a very even fight, and they're going to may the best man win.
2 more real quick. The other big fights in the card, Ibanez and Ishe Smith. Ishe
Ibanez, yeah.
coming 37 years old, so former world champion, but this might be his last crack. Wins, he might be in line for a world championship fight or somewhere close to.
Crossroads fight, yeah.
Yeah, where do you see him?
Yeah,
and as Vanez, win here, he's probably in line for a title.
Oh, absolutely. For Ishii, I mean, he was very emotional in the press conference that you saw. He talks a lot. He tells it like it is. That's the way he feels. To each his own. I respect him as being a fighter, but he was a world champion. Won against Kay Bundridge, right, and then he comes back and loses it here in Houston, in Vegas, against Carlos Molina. Had the opportunity against Islam de Lara, where he got dominated in a fight that I did. I mean, he's a boxer, safety first, doesn't like really take a lot of risks. He's a veteran. This is do or die for him. If he wins here, he'll get in line for some kind of a big opportunity. Vanez, on the other hand, he's a safety first fighter too, but I think he's just a little bit more aggressive. He's got more pop in his shots than Ishii Smith. He's lost against great fight. Demetrius Andrade, a close fight. Lost against one of the Charlo brothers, another close fight. Lost against Islam de Lara, another close fight. Just bad breaks. There were close fights, and him winning the fight too will put him in line for a title opportunity or something big.
And the last one is probably going to be fight of the night, Rocky Martinez and Salido. Sure, a fight you'll be interested in, huh?
Oh, actually, I mean
the Puerto Rico Mexican thing.
Exactly, the Mexican. It's always big. It goes back to Salvador Sanchez when he beat Wilfredo Gomez, when Wilfredo Gomez beat Carlos Zarate, when you had the great Julio Cesar Chavez beat Chapo Rosario, and so on. So there's a lot of pride besides just the rematch. And it was the fight of the year nominee, and perhaps maybe the fight of the year so far. I think we're gonna have another war. They're gonna go at it. There's a lot of pride and just a lot of pride between these guys. Because Mexicans think they have the best fighters. Puerto Ricans think they have the best fighters. So that's what makes this fight. They want to win badly. In the first fight, Martinez won the first half of the fight. He scored 2 knockdowns, used his height and reach to his advantage. But in the second half of the fight, Salido, man, he's a veteran. Relentless pressure kept coming. He put some rounds in the back too in the second half of the fight. But in the 11th round, they took a point away from him for low blows. And I really believe between the low blow point and the 2 knockdowns early in the fight, if it wouldn't have been for that, it could have been an even fight, very even fight. This time, they're both promised to start off faster and stronger. So what does that tell you, man? That's the ingredients of another war, and I'm looking forward to it.
9 times out of 10, those fights don't live up to the first one.
True,
but
Salido doesn't change his style. He fights one way. So if anybody will fight different, will be Martinez. Maybe box him more, but he's saying he's going to start faster and stronger. He's going to put pressure. We'll see, and be smart. He needs to be smart. So Martinez needs to be smart, because if he starts exchanging with Salido early, he's doing Salido a favor, because that's what Salido wants.
All right, this last thing, wrapping up with you personally, what's it like, potentially a historic card if it indeed is Floyd's last appearance? What's it like for you to be ringside calling that and this whole event itself?
Man, I live for this. I love this. After retirement, I'm glad to be with Showtime, the Showtime family. They're all great people. Doing, Showbox with, Barry Tompkins and Steve Farhood. And then I call the Spanish fights with my partner Alejandro Luna. It's an honor for me to be here. It's a dream come true. I'm living the dream, I guess, if you want to put it that way. After I think I put my time into boxing, and now it's paying off being here and covering a fight of this magnitude. And I covered other fights of Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. It doesn't get bigger than that. So and if this is Floyd Mayweather's last fight, hey, I could always go back 30, 40 years from now and say I was there when he fought his last fight.
Are fans that are kind of dismissing this, or they making a mistake if they don't tune in?
Hey, everybody spends their money however they want to spend it, but me as a boxing fan, if you're a true boxing fan, why not? It's Mayweather's last fight. The undercard is great, good competitive. They're good fights. They're good competitive fights. A lot of Puerto Rican Mexican rivalries. 2 fights, 2 world title fights there. So buy it. Why not? Buy it. I mean, it's barbecue. All the Mexicans barbecue, drink some beer, and have fun.
Floyd calls you out for number 50. You gonna get back in shape and make weight?
If it makes dollars, it makes sense, guys. Why not?
Thanks, Raul. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.